So, here we are in Crapaud, PEI. I haven't been back here in my entire life. So, let's see what we've got here. This is my old doctor's office. Dr. Visser's old office from years ago. And like, look, there's a little creek there. The Crapaud Public Library. Ha! I had no clue it was back here. None, absolutely none. Imagine that, it's been here my whole life. Well, it's probably been here 20 years and I had no sweet effing clue. Look, there's a little like bridge there. That is, I've been back here before. Looking for weed. That's incredible. There's Greg Hetford's old house. Might still be his father's, I don't know. Here we go, this here in Crapaud, there's the fire department here. This is now called Atlantic Guns and Gear. And this is where we used to go to the pharmacy. And I used to buy all my CD store. Like all my CDs in the store right here. And then that was my doctor's office. Let's go take a look real quick. Yeah, we'll just skip the guns, huh? So, this is a law office, municipal office here. This is crazy. This feels like it's all gonna break here. This is somebody's yard and fire pit. This is nuts. Let's see here. And this is where I was. Crazy. And this is where we used to come to the doctor and get the worst service you could ever imagine. And everybody got sick because they weren't looked after properly. Because Dr. Visser was probably the worst doctor in human history. So, as much as I like Crapaud, I think I'm done here. Alright, too much change for my liking. You know, the irony is, the girl I went to school with, she lived right there. Her name was Jennifer Wood. Maybe it was over here. It was right across from the doctor's office. But, now she is the family doctor. She's a nurse practitioner, but she gives everybody the drug. She's the doctor now. There's the old Petro Canada. It's a old coffee shop, but it used to be the hairdresser salon. I cannot remember it, not for the life of me. Harvey's to the right, but we're not going there. It's one of the only places still open. There's Larkin Farms. This here was a Scotiabank. The post office is still there, but that's not Scotiabank anymore. And this used to be the country kitchen. It's not a country kitchen. There's the pharmacy. Like, crazy. There's a curling club. It's still the curling club, I believe. There's where my old hockey rink used to be. There's the new one, and this is where it used to be, right here. And look at that, the Red Rooster still exists. Holy cow. Yeah, like, I don't spend any time here, so I'm spending some today. I got a few minutes to kill before picking up my son from school. No exit. No exit. We're way up on a hill here in Crapaud. That's crazy. Like, my grandmother lived here for so long. Like, let's see here, 23 years. Might have even been 24. I think it was 23. It's almost a quarter of a century. And, well, I mean, she probably had very little clue of anybody I grew up with or lived near. Boobity bump. My ex-prom date, Stacy Beamish, used to live in here too. She's gone. She's actually living close to me in Somerset now. So I'm taking these drives because, well, things change so much. And they will change, but there's so much change now that I'd like to capture some of it before it's too late, because a lot of it is gone forever. What's crazy is a lot of the people who live in these houses are like younger than me now. It's just nuts, because I don't consider myself that old. Look, it's the South Shore Villa. It's called McLeod Care now. So this is where I used to visit my grandmother. I haven't visited her in over 11 years because she's dead, but this is how we'd come in. We'd go park next to those cars. And she used to live in the apartments. And actually, she moved out in early 2012, so she hasn't been down in that apartment since 2011. Which is insane. She lived right there. Or was it there? It's one of these two right here. That was Granny's old spot. She is long gone. Frances would be 111 years old as of the 1st. So that was 4 days ago. She'd be 111. She still wouldn't be the oldest person that ever existed. And there's the South Shore Villa right there. Anyway, there's no other reason to be here except my grandparents spent a long time here. Well, my grandfather died here on year 4. I don't even think he'd been here 4 years. Now this path here used to take us behind the building. A little worried about taking it. Oh look, it's not a path anymore. I mean, I'm sure I could probably drive down it, but I'm not going to take my chances. Yeah, so we're right back here in the back of Crapaud. Let's see what we got here. 439,000 for this tiny little place here. Like, holy cow. Just because it's new, eh? I have a beautiful home. It's only like, I don't know, 30 years old. Now it's 36 years old. And it might as well be brand new. Beautiful. And I guess if I was advertising it, the home would be, you'd have to start in the 5s. The very least, high 5s. People bring it right down to 400. That's what's happening these days. Lucky for me, I'm not trying to sell. These days, the inflation rates, bank interest rates, are 4.25 as of yesterday. So they've come down from 7.25. Even 4 is crazy. Like 2s and 3s were average, and then we got into the 1s. When we bought in, we bought for 1.75, and that was variable. And now we're gonna get smushed when it comes time to purchase the home. So what am I saying? When the mortgage is over, purchase the home. What am I talking about? Getting ahead of myself. Alright, so we're gonna try to leave Crapaud. There's a little bit of traffic, so I don't know if we'll get out of here. But it's a beautiful September day. It's 26 degrees. The first day of grade 10 at Three Oaks for Kaylin, Aaron, and Carlin. And I am on my way to go pick them up. I just gotta leave Sherwood Forest, and it's not looking good.